As much as we love shows about zombies and sci-fi worlds and dragons, we also love shows about real-life experiences. We want to be able to relate to characters and see ourselves in them. Before everyone was trying to be relatable, some of our most popular comedies were a little more aspirational in nature. The main characters were usually white 20-somethings with jobs that didn't consume their every waking minute, as they lived in way too nice apartments for their budget and dated a myriad of attractive suitors. Nowadays, these types of shows still have aspirational aspects, but people are more interested in genuinely relatable content that reflects more of real life. Today we're going to talk about 2 great relatable comedies on Hulu. So let's get into it. Shrill is one of those hidden gems that not enough people have seen. It stars Adie Bryant, and it's adapted from the book by Lindy West. It's the story of Annie, a writer who struggles with bad relationships and feeling comfortable in her own skin as she deals with how society perceives overweight people. There are definitely parts of Annie's life that are a little more TV aspirational, but for the most part, her life feels very real. She has a roommate and best friend whom she adores, although their relationship isn't always cookie-cutter perfect. She's in a relationship, but her boyfriend is a loser with zero ambition. Much like the relationships in HBO's Girls, dealing with him is usually a confusing and frustrating mess of a situation that leaves her feeling pretty shitty. She's an aspiring journalist, and she has one of those cool, trendy TV workplaces, but she's far from a Carrie Bradshaw, and her disinterested boss never really gives her talents time to shine. On top of it all, she deals with all the insecurities that come with being an overweight woman in the world and just trying to feel like you have some value. Early on in the show, they show Annie getting dressed and putting her knees in her shirt to stretch it out, and it might be the most relatable thing I've ever seen on TV. The fact that it's such a small little show that can be binged in an afternoon makes it feel like a little secret gem, like someone put your diary on screen. And that brings me to the next #relatable content show on the list, Hulu's comedy series Pen15. If Shrill is a humorous, relatable look at life in your 20s, Pen15 is a hilariously awkward look back at your teen years. The show is about Maya and Anna, 2 BFFs who are right in the middle of that awkward, not a girl, not yet a woman phase between being a kid and a teenager. It's all the more awkward because they're played by the real-life Maya and Anna, who are both in their 30s, so you have the added comedy of seeing these women interact with actual teenagers. If you were not in the popular group in 7th grade, this show is tremendously relatable. The way these 2 clueless best friends try to figure out how to be cool and transition from playing pretend to thinking about guys and popularity and how to handle issues with their home lives can feel like a true-to-life look at any teenage girl in the late 90s and early 2000s. In fact, it can sometimes be kind of hard to watch in that way that cringe comedy can overwhelm you with secondhand embarrassment. But looking back from the maturity of your 30s can make it much easier to laugh at how painfully awkward those teen years were for so many of us. Both of these shows succeed in their relatable content because they mine their comedy from very common real-world experiences. Maybe you haven't actually gone to an internet troll's house to confront them about their shit-talking like Annie from Shrill, but you've probably dealt with some rude comments about your work or your appearance online. Maybe you didn't get called the ugliest girl in school in 7th grade, but kids were definitely assholes to you and made you feel bad at some point. The fact that these shows can take painful experiences like those and spin them into comedy is why they hit so close to home. We want to look back at the harder parts of our lives with the wisdom to laugh at those experiences, and that's what makes these 2 comedies so relatable. So if you're looking for some good #relatable content, check out Shrill and Pen15 on Hulu and be ready to laugh through all the awkwardness.
Like, he wanted to hook up with me, but I was like, I'm a scarecrow.
What?
Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.